The secret behind the stranger's smile. Chapter 1. The stranger's smile. Olivia had always been someone who walked through the streets with her thoughts clouding her mind, work, routines, and a general sense of detachment from the world around her. But that day was different. As she walked along the usual bustling path, the subtle shift in the air caught her attention. The stranger was standing at the corner of the street, leaning against the bookstore wall. He was unremarkable in many ways, yet his smile intrigued her. The faint curve of his lips, so enigmatic, seemed to beckon her, inviting her to unravel the mystery behind it. She hadn't intended to speak to him, but something compelled her to stop. The quiet words he spoke. Do you want to know the secret behind the smile? Stopped her in her tracks. His voice was calm, with an undertone of something older, something wiser than the average passerby. Chapter 2. The unseen invitation. As Olivia wrestled with her own curiosity, she realized that there was something strange about how easily she had been drawn to him. She couldn't explain it, but there was a magnetic quality to his presence. His smile, though subtle, radiated a warmth that made her feel as if she was stepping into a different reality. She agreed to listen, her mind racing with questions she couldn't quite fathom yet. With an air of quiet assurance, the stranger began to speak. He told her that smiles were not simply expressions of happiness, but were deeply entwined with the stories of one's life, hidden, private, and often forgotten stories that only the smile could tell. He invited her to step into his world, promising that once she knew the secret behind his smile, everything would make sense. Though hesitant, Olivia agreed to hear more. Chapter 3. The memory of a lost love. The stranger's smile wasn't born out of joy, but out of the deep sorrow of a lost love. His name, he revealed, was Nathaniel, and many years ago he had been in love with a woman named Eleanor. Their love was pure, almost otherworldly, yet it had been torn apart by fate. Eleanor had died young, leaving Nathaniel to carry the weight of a lifetime of memories, of words unsaid, and dreams unfulfilled. Nathaniel explained that his smile was a constant reminder of her, of the love they shared, the life they could have had, and the heartache that accompanied her absence. His smile, he admitted, was both a blessing and a curse. It kept her memory alive, but it also reminded him daily of the emptiness she had left behind. Chapter 4. A decade of solitude. After Eleanor's death, Nathaniel had retreated from the world, choosing solitude over companionship. He wandered from place to place, never staying in one spot for too long, carrying with him only the fragments of the past. His smile, so faint yet filled with bittersweet affection, became his only companion. It was the one piece of Eleanor that he could hold on to, a silent testament to their time together. Olivia listened intently, her own heart aching as she imagined the depth of Nathaniel's pain. His story was one of profound loss, but there was something else that tugged at her sense of resignation. A quiet acceptance of the passage of time that seemed almost otherworldly. It was as if Nathaniel had transcended grief, living in a constant state of reflection. Chapter 5. The smile's true secret. As the conversation unfolded, Nathaniel shared that his smile had a deeper meaning. It was not just a reflection of his pain, but also of something far greater, a secret he had uncovered through years of reflection. He spoke of how, over time, his smile had become a mask, concealing his true self from the world, but as much as it hid, it also revealed. The smile was an acknowledgement of the transient nature of life itself, of love, loss, and the eventual healing that time brings. Nathaniel revealed that he had learned to embrace the sadness of his past, to find beauty in the fleeting nature of life, his smile, now, was not simply a symbol of sorrow, but a reminder to live fully, to cherish each moment. No matter how painful it may be, it was a smile that held both darkness and light, a paradox that only those who had truly experienced the depths of life's challenges could understand. Chapter 6, The Awakening. Olivia's heart ached as she absorbed Nathaniel's words. She realized, in that moment, that the stranger's smile was not just a reflection of his past. It was a message for her. She, too, had been hiding behind her own walls, grief, fears, unresolved regrets. Nathaniel's story, his quiet wisdom, had cracked open something inside her. She saw now that smiles weren't always about happiness. They could also be about survival, resilience, and the quiet strength to move forward. Nathaniel's presence, his smile, had unlocked something in Olivia's desire to understand her own life more fully, to confront her own hidden pain, and to embrace the joy that existed even in the shadows of her memories. Chapter 7. The choice to smile. The day passed, and the sunlight began to fade, casting a soft glow over the city. Nathaniel's smile never wavered as he and Olivia stood there, sharing their silent understanding. The weight of his story hung in the air, but there was something different. Now a sense of peace, a sense of completion. Nathaniel had let her in, shown her part of his soul, and in return, Olivia felt a deep, unspoken bond with him. As they said their goodbyes, Nathaniel's last words to her were simple but profound. We all have our stories, our smiles. Don't be afraid to wear yours. Olivia walked away from the stranger, her mind alive with the realization that the smile she had seen on his face was not just a mystery to be solved. It was a symbol of life itself, full of stories, of pain, and of love. And now, Olivia understood. She smiled to herself, not with the wide grin of happiness, but with a quiet, knowing smile, the kind that held within it the weight of the years, the lessons learned, and the stories yet to unfold. Chapter 8. Reflections in the mirror. Weeks passed, and Olivia's life gradually returned to its usual rhythm, yet something had changed inside her. She had started to smile differently, to see the world through new eyes. She had begun to confront her own emotions, to understand that every smile she wore was not just an expression but a reflection of her journey. Nathaniel's words echoed in her mind. Don't be afraid to wear yours. It was as if she had unlocked a new layer of herself, one that she had been hiding for years, and though she hadn't seen Nathaniel since that day, his presence lingered in the corners of her mind, his smile forever etched in her memory. And so, Olivia learned that every smile held a story, a secret. The secret behind the stranger's smile had not just been his, it had been hers too. A secret of resilience, of the beauty of life's fleeting moments, and of the quiet power in choosing to smile, no matter the darkness one might carry.